Like so much of American culture, the young get the lion's share of the attention. And it's no different with LGBTQ folks. But every year in June, the Circle of Life celebration and Pride Memorial has been putting the emphasis on older members of the community, including, as they say, elders and ancestors and allies of color, making sure that their lives and work are commemorated.
The event takes place on June 20th with performances, speakers, and awards. And here to tell us more are the co-founders of Circle of Life, Dr. Wilhelmina Perry, welcome to BK Live, and Christopher Jones. Welcome to BK Live. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us how this collaboration came about.
So 4 years ago, Dr. Perry had a great vision to organize a group of activists and organizations in Harlem to commemorate the lives of people who had died and constantly were being dehumanized after their death. During that time, there was a rash of trans murders at the time and concerns that families weren't remembering the people as they were in community, in their lived experience. And so we felt that there's something that we needed to do and could do during Pride as a celebration and a moment to just remember.
We wanted to make a statement that Pride is fun and Pride is celebration. But for us as people of color, there's tradition, there's custom, and we honor those people that are our ancestors, and we also honor and have appreciation for those who have died. So the thought was, let's do the fun, let's do the celebration, but let's take some time to say we have lost people during this past year, during these past years. And these are people who have died without their biological families, people who have died misgendered, people who have died and not gotten any recognition at all. So the Circle of Life celebration was a way of making this a public statement.
So Dr. Perry, how would you describe the way that we benefit from taking that time and space to honor those that have come before? Like, it's clear that they're getting the honor of the remembrance and the reverence, but how does it benefit folks who are still maneuvering around?
Because some of these people are people that are community people. You may never have known their names. Yeah. Others are people in our LGBT community, Black community, who have been recognized for their contribution, but somehow their stories and their lives are hidden. So in doing this celebration, we are bringing them to life again, and we are preserving our tradition. We are preserving our culture. You know of Langston Hughes, or you know of Rustin Bayard, but do you know some of the other names? We find them, we locate them, and it's a very visual ceremony. We not only project their pictures on the wall, we have people from their family, and we also have their names. So,
Christopher, can you tell us about some of these people and some of the traditions and cultures that they put in place and we now take for granted as the youth who doesn't know the story?
Well, with this particular event, one of the things we do is a ceremonial moment where we allow people to write down the names of their deceased ones, whether they were allies, like many of us, maybe it was a grandparent or uncle who took us under their tutelage and provided safe space for us. And then also maybe it's someone that you looked up to, such as a James Baldwin or a Babe Rustin or Zora Hurston, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And just like paying homage to them. And also having space to just have conversations about people that you see on the screen that may flash in our photo presentation that people might didn't know. And so it has been a way of bridging the generational lack of knowledge around lives that have contributed so much for us to have the liberties and freedoms that we have today, and it's so important. Even last year, we've begun to incorporate more youth. We had some youth performers that were under the choreography of George Faison, who a lot of people know through the work of The Wiz, and other entities, storytellers. We had the storytellers out of Harlem that brought younger kids who were able to incorporate stories and And so it's really grown to help the community think about our lives in a broader circular perspective. Like, how are we developing? How are we creating conversations for us to think about identity from cradle to grave and beyond?
I think we might actually have a clip of
do.
last year. Yeah, let's see that.
Say that again.
The names of the loved one is on the strip.
Okay.
And they are placed usually on a long string. And during a certain portion of the ceremony, we raise it up. This takes place in Union Chapel,
Okay.
Union Seminary. So this long banner with these streamers just rises to the sky. It's beautiful.
What are some other parts of the ceremonies or the awards?
We mentioned the African drums. We also poetry, music, young people telling stories that they have learned with the African storytellers. We also give awards, and this year we have several people that will receive awards. Last year we celebrated all the seniors in the audience. We all got like little medals. Very impressive. I'm a senior. It was very impressive.
Yes, this is something that we've instituted last year. We, to keep in the theme of the development of life in our community, to implement a elders commissioning so that we can give a salute to people who take on this particular stature within our community. And it's not relegated so much to age because various segments of our community assume a leadership or a motherly or parental role in many ways, mentor role. And so if one felt themselves to be an elder or to be a leader, we wanted to commission them and honor them amongst their peers during that time. So in addition to awards, like we give awards to like community leaders, to trans activists, to also ancestral honor. We honor people who have died that their work continues on, and so we invite their families in and we honor them. But in addition to that, we invite elders to come, and a mixed bag of generational kids to older adults. We come and we bestow these ribbons and medals, and it says community elder on the back of them. And so there's something that we want to do year after year and see it grow.
But it seems like such a phenomenal idea because you can go so hard during June at breakneck pace from thing to thing, but to just have a moment of solemnity and reverence and just sit in a place and pay homage to people who paved the way for your booty shorts if you choose to wear them on some street in June. So it's a phenomenal idea. So how can we get involved and come share in the energy?
Well, definitely visit our website. The event is scheduled for June 20th, Tuesday. It will be held at Union Theological Seminary, which is in the Harlem area. And we have a website, clcpridememorial.com. So you can register to attend the event. It's free and open to everyone. We ask that you bring yourselves, bring your friends, and bring names to add to our memorial moment, and
Photos.
be a part, and bring photos.
And photos.
You can bring photos too. We have a place where people can bring photos or memorabilia to remember people that they want to just pay homage to.
And we also have the support of chaplains and counselors because it can become very emotional.
I can feel the emotion
I'm
sitting
just
here.
basically trying not to say anything anymore so I don't start crying.
And so we have that particular resource available to people because it gets emotional.
Yeah, it's a real thing, and we are really proud to have had you here.
happy
Thank
to
you for
be
the
here.
work and continuing.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
important.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you
so great.
for having us.
Say their names.
Yes.